Third-round pick maybe to the Saints. You think about a kid, 6'4.5", nearly 320 pounds, plays prep football out in Fair Oaks, California, goes the JUCO route. When he's expected to be at LSU, wasn't able to play there, ruled ineligible. Then he goes up to Canada, Regina Rams, struggles as a fourth-year junior. Didn't make a lot of plays. This year, more productive, 6.5 sacks. Plays high, doesn't have the best technique, needs some work, doesn't maximize his strength quotient, but has ability, long-range prospect.
I like what Andy Reid just did, getting Nick Foles, 6'5", 245 pounds. Stand next to him. You'll like his size, Mel Kiper. All-time leading passer at Arizona. He's their team captain. He did it with a very subpar supporting cast. Their offensive line was brand new this year. He got hit a lot, but he hung in there, has functional movement in the pocket, but he has vision down the field, and he threw a lot of balls to Kreiner in tight windows that really impressed me. The thing that's exciting about Foles is he's going to go play for Andy Reid, and they got a couple guys, Todd McShay, that can go get it. Interesting prospect here.
You know, I took all the 7 quarterbacks and broke down pressure drops, Coach. Every time they dropped back where there was pressure, a quarterback was hurried, hit, sacked, whatever it was. And of all the top 7 quarterbacks, Foles rated the best in terms of completion percentage and touchdown to interception ratio when under pressure. So he doesn't run real well, and he didn't have a great supporting cast, but this guy's tough, he hangs in there, and he handles pressure very well, which is what you have to do to succeed in the NFL.
Throws a great deep ball. Actually, Philadelphia, not that you're looking for him to play, although Michael Vick does get hurt quite a bit. They have 3 completely different styles of quarterbacks, right? I mean, Michael Vick is a style unto himself. Mike Kafka, who I know Andy Reid likes, Northwestern is more of a shorter, you know, smart, cerebral, get the ball here, there. And now here's Foles, who can, albeit a rookie, throw a real deep ball. That's 3 different types. And he loves that. He likes eating from all sides of the buffet, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And, you know, he's very accustomed to taking a quarterback in a draft. Andy Reid, he likes having young arms in his stable. And Nick Foles has that prototype size. He's hard to sack. You got to really take this man to the ground because he is a load. 6'5", 245. He is totally different than Michael Vick. I agree.
And philosophically, drafting a quarterback every year or every 2 years, it's a good idea. When you look at some teams and if they let the depth fall off a quarterback, it can become a problem and it can come back and bite you. And the worst case is you wind up trading them and getting some draft picks back or something back. So I always think it's a good idea to draft a quarterback if you have an opportunity and the value's there.
Well, so Nick Foles, so now we're having some quarterbacks go 3 today. We still got a little time. I know Kellen Moore will go tomorrow now. I mean, we got that done. And now the New Orleans Saints have made a pick. And, of course, they had no one. They made a trade last year involving Ingram that got that to pick to New England. Obviously, they lost the 2nd-round pick as part of the many sanctions handed down about 5 weeks ago by Roger Goodell in the Bounty case. And now they finally had a pick today. Mort, Adam, and company, the New Orleans Saints, well, they got a lot facing them. They got on the board.
Boom, everybody understands that. They've already lost their head coach, Sean Payton, for the season. They'll lose their general manager, Mickey Loomis, at the start of the season for 8 weeks, and Joe Vitt, who's the interim head coach right now, for the first 6 weeks of the season. Bottom line is, though, Commissioner Goodell is going to come forward this next week with suspensions and/or fines for numerous players who've been involved, allegedly, in the bounty program that the Saints engaged in.
And everybody's been waiting for it for quite some time, but it does seem finally as if the NFL is prepared to make that announcement this week. And it is expected to be sweeping, and we'll see how extensive it is actually this week. But those suspensions should come this week. The discipline will be severe. A lot of people thought it would be before the draft, but the Saints really were prepared anyway. They went out during the offseason. They signed Curtis Lofton from the Falcons. They signed David Hawthorne from the Seahawks. They signed Chris Chamberlain. So they loaded up at the linebacker position. Finally, they're on the clock tonight. They make their first pick, Bill.
Well, they finally got a football player after all the talking, and it's a good one. Akeem Hicks is a big stud who took over the East-West game. He scattered people all over the place. This is a powerful man. He's undeveloped because of the level of play in Canada is nowhere near what it is here in the United States. But this is a guy with a lot of upside, and he's a good football player now in terms of strength and acceleration. He showed that in the East-West, and he's going to get better. This is a good pick that I think is going to help their football team.
And so we'll be heading back to Radio City Music Hall for the final picks here in the third round. Just a couple of picks ahead left. The Colts, the Bengals, the Giants, the Raiders, the Rams. The Raiders spotting. Back at Radio City Music Hall.
When you have cable and can't find something good to watch, you get depressed. When you get depressed, you attend seminars. When you attend seminars, you feel like a winner. When you feel like a winner, you go to Vegas. When you go to Vegas, you lose everything. And when you lose everything, you sell your hair to a wig shop. Don't sell your hair to a wig shop. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Introducing a powerful weapon in your fight against bugs, Ortho Home Defense Max. With a new continuous spray wand and a fast-acting formula, so you can kill bugs inside and keep bugs out, guaranteed. Ortho Home Defense Max.
5 oceans, 7 continents. Whatever it takes, wherever it takes us. America's Navy, a global force for good.
Yeah! That just happened! Yes, it did. No! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! We did it! Yes, we did! Oh, we did it! See you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. More wings, more beer, more sports.
Hey, who's this?
A car is either luxury or it isn't. If you want a luxury car with a standard power moonroof, your options are going to be limited. If you want standard leather-trimmed seats, you're going to have even fewer. And if you want standard keyless access, then your choice is obvious. The Lexus ES. It's complete luxury in a class full of compromises. See your Lexus dealer.
Listen, I want what I want. I ask her to take a little off the top, and she gives me this. It's not what I wanted. Obviously, you don't have that problem.
Seriously, man, it looks fine.
Come on, be honest. I even brought her a picture.
And she still gave you that?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. She still gives me this. I don't understand.
Did you tip her?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Thanks, Larry.
No problem.
Seriously, how bad is it?
Relax, man. It'll grow back.
Maybe.
Let's go. Radio City poppin', Major League taking options. ESPN we're watching, Commish making announcements. Families holding their kids crying while they screaming, "Ma, we made it." Then you take the stages, you crown with your hat and jersey. Now you on top of the world, the greatest feeling, long away this journey. You heard me? In New York, 2012 draft from Cause. Yeah. In a New York City, New York City, New York City, New York City, blah.
All right, welcome back to New York as we're steamrolling toward the end of round number 3 in our second of 3 days of coverage of the draft. We told you about the Browns taking Hughes, Nick Foles to Philly, and Hicks to New Orleans. Jake Beckett, defensive end, Arkansas, the Patriots. Lamar Holmes tackles Southern Miss to the Atlanta Falcons. So that gets you caught up. We have Indianapolis and San Francisco spot. 4 spots left. Indy, Cincy, the Giants, and then for the first time today, hey! Mel?
Jake Beckett, he goes to the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick, one thing he likes, boom, is always versatile players. Guy can be a defensive end, he could be an outside linebacker. You knew that going in to the NFL draft. Respected team leader. Belichick likes that. You see him here coming off the edge. 10 sacks this past season. Got some covered sacks as well because he's relentless. He's an all-out hustler. Think about his athleticism. 34-inch vertical jump at the combine. Gave indications this guy can play on his feet. Ran a 4.75 to 4.840. Gives you everything he has. High-effort player. I'd like to see a few more impact plays against the run, but overall, thought he did a nice job for Arkansas. He was clearly their guy getting after the quarterback. The dominator up front in that front seven. You had Jerry Franklin making a lot of plays at that middle linebacker spot for the Arkansas Razorbacks, but Beckett was the guy in their front seven that was a difference maker. See him there.